I'm Julie, one of the receptionists at Lawndale Veterinary Hospital. We are here with Dr. Crawford for a special edition of A Penny for Kenny's Thoughts.
Thanks, Julie. This is our summertime edition, and we're out here at Ozzy's enjoying some ice cream, one of our great summertime pastimes. And we're going to talk about another summertime issue, snake bites. In Guilford County, there's one venomous snake, the copperhead, and that's what we have to worry about for dogs and cats. The question I get often is, what is the impact of a copperhead bite on a dog? And the answer is it really varies. Sometimes it can be pretty minor symptoms, and other times it can be life-threatening. It all depends on the size of the snake, the size of the dog. And more venom to a smaller dog will create more damage and problems. But you can't always tell when a snake is biting, whether they're doing a dry bite, whether only one fang goes in, whether it's going intravenously or subcutaneously. So my recommendation is, if your dog gets bit by a copperhead, you need to take them to a veterinary hospital for care. They need to be observed for probably 6 to 8 hours. Initially we do blood work, and if the blood work stays stable, then they're probably going to be fine with no problems. If the blood work tends to show abnormalities associated with a snake bite, then they need to have further care. You may even consider whether they get anti-venom. Anti-venom's a little complicated because it can be very costly and have its own side effects. So I would only do that if you're seeing blood work changes. But yeah, that's my take. If you see a snake bite, you can't tell whether it's going to be a life-threatening bite or a bite that is not going to cause many problems. They definitely need observation at the veterinary hospital. Now I have questions for Julie.
Yes, you have some questions. This one's from Stephanie Roan, who's one of our kennel assistants at Lawndale Veterinary Hospital. She wants to know, what is the most venomous snake in North Carolina?
Thanks, Steph. I know you know the answer to this, and it's easy. It's the coral snake. The most venomous snake in North Carolina, but they're pretty rare, and their bites they have small mouths, so they have to bite like the corner of your hand to even be able to get the fang in, so we don't worry about this too much.
All right, next question is from Morgan Lewis, who is one of our former vet techs currently at vet school. Hi, Morgan. She says, are there any steps you should take between your dog being bitten and getting to the vet?
So the biggest thing is, don't do anything you've heard of before. Don't put a tourniquet on. Don't give them any meds. The biggest thing you can do is to pick your dog up. Don't let him run around. If it's in the woods and your dog's not too big, I would recommend carrying your dog out. The more active he is, the more blood circulates, the more venom circulates. So the biggest thing I have is, don't let your dog be active. Pick him up and carry him out to the woods and into the car to the vet if you can.
All right, next question is from David Peters. I've heard it is a good idea to take Benadryl with you when you're hiking in case your dog gets bit by a snake to help slow the reaction. Any truth to that?
Benadryl really has shown not to have a big impact on snake bites. They do use it when snakes, when you get the anti-venom, it'll help prevent allergic reactions. But for the most part, the biggest thing we recommend is just get them to a hospital as soon as possible, and don't let them be too active afterwards.
All right, this one's a special question just for you.
All right.
If you had to pick an ice cream flavor to best describe you, which flavor would you be?
Well, I have ice cream right in front of me, and it tastes really good, so I feel like that I'm going to pick that one.
Yeah.
And this is chocolate peanut butter, and I'm sure it says a lot about me. I love it.
Awesome. Well, that's all for our edition today for A Penny for Kenny's Thoughts. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. And before we say bye, I just want to say hi. We got a couple people here that are saying hello, watching us, and we say hi to Amy and Jean and Kelly and Edwin, and Lori LeBranch said, thanks for taking good care of my Gracie this morning. So,
You're welcome.
All right.
Y'all have a good one.
Hi.